Hello! Happy Monday and welcome back to another reading vlog. Let me just harass my poor sweet Mercy here. So it is Monday morning. I am off for 2 more days. I've been off for the last 2 days and yeah, I've tested the audio, so hopefully this week's vlog is much more palatable to the ears. And yeah, so we're gonna get my week started. I was tagged by Jess Owens from Book Community this morning in a workout, which means I need to work out today. My hand is finally better. All the electrocution last week has made my arm way better, so we're gonna try to do some modified workouts. So we're gonna go do that now. I'm gonna keep fighting with Mercy because she wants to play. So yeah, what am I working on this week? So I'm still reading The Widow Queen, which I do want to finish this week because I need to like get that done. I started Sundial by CATRIONA, I believe is her name. Really weird, kind of digging it. And I did decide to just drop everything else and start Black Prism. I started it last night. I'm 100 pages in and it's so freaking good. I know that this is like older and lots of people have read this, but can people talk about this more when they talk about classic stuff? Because the light magic reminds me a little bit of Mistborn, but without being like overly intricate to the point of boredom. I'm enjoying it. If you haven't caught on, I'm not the hugest fan of Brandy Sandy for many reasons, and I don't feel like going into that here because I don't feel like getting attacked by all of his stands, but not my cup of tea. But I'm really enjoying this by Brent Weeks, and I've been trying to scout out book 2 because I got this thrifted and your girl does not like to spend a lot of money on books. So yeah, enough chit chat. I'm gonna go work out, get my day started. I still have to have breakfast. It's about 9 o'clock. I've had like 2 cups of coffee but no breakfast. I don't really like eating in the morning, but I gotta eat something. So workout, then food, then reading. I need to go back to this. Like Kip and Gavin just met and like the story is about to begin. Those of you who have been around for a little while know that I made this sort of I carved out this little gym space in my garage. So my car lives here. All the junk lives back there. But this is the workout zone. So we're gonna work it, sort of. We're gonna go easy a little bit.
I don't wanna feel this good just cause you called last night. I'm not that girl. I don't wanna dress up for you and be a toy. I'm not that girl. No, I'm not that girl. You got me just as long as I'm bored. Put your feelings aside, give that wild shot a try. Let's ride, no one does it better. Put your feelings aside, throw yourself out in the night. Let's ride, break out of your shell, meet me halfway. I'm not that girl, I'm not that girl.
Hi guys, welcome back to the couch. I don't go anywhere, do I? I never really go anywhere. I started finally reading for the day. It's about 2 o'clock. I'm finally reading. I got back to the Black Prism, but I normally do these as separate unboxings, but I decided I kind of want to do my Feminist Book Club unboxing with you guys because why the heck not? Like, let's do it. So we're gonna do this now. So if you don't know, I am a Feminist Book Club ambassador. And if you've never gotten a box, I encourage you to do so. I'll leave a link down below. I have a rep code. I think it gets you 10% off. It's called, I think it's Nurse 10 or is it Nurse 15? I don't know. I'll write it down. Whatever the right one is the one there and in the pinned comment. But yeah, the mailman kind of busted it in. I'm really excited for this month because it's Women's History Month. So this is women themed. They've been running flash sales all month long. So if you want to go look at stuff, you'll still have time to check out the flash sales and get something. I will encourage you, if you like sci-fi and you like reading diversely, get the April box. the book for April is stunning, and I'm excited for it. But anyway, let's get into this. They every month they pick a different charity and they give a portion of the proceeds to that charity. So you're not just getting books, you're also doing some good. Have the most fantastic packaging, like so good. So let's see what's in the March box, shall we? So Sarah packed my box and it says, "Don't forget to embrace your inner child." I never do. I am a giant child. So March's theme is girlhood, and there will be an author chat on April 5th. I'm super excited. So they do author chats and they do 3 like book club discussions. I finally got to go to a book club discussion last month for We Ride Upon Sticks. Super excited. Loved it. It was great. And I'm going to definitely try to get on this one if I can, because this book, when you see it, I've been wanting to read it for so many good things, and I'm so psyched that it's the book club book for the month. But 5% of this box goes to Project Avery. It's no secret that mass incarceration has hurt communities and ripped families apart, and that parental incarceration is a traumatic, isolating, and painful experience. At Project Avery, they help children heal from the impacts of having a parent in prison. They do this by surrounding youth with a long-term supportive community of peer and adult mentors, and by empowering them with leadership development skills so they can break free from generational cycles of trauma and incarceration. Project Avery has been working with children of incarcerated parents for over 2 decades and are national leaders in supporting children with incarcerated parents. They began as a Bay Area summer camp in 1999 and have evolved into an extensive year-round leadership program that now serves children from across the country through their leadership programs. Super psyched about this. One of the things I really like about the ever-changing donations is I get to learn about a lot of times smaller charities that I can focus and give some of my money to when I have extra money, which is something that I do all the time. When I can. And one of the ones that I really like, which kind of goes on the theme of this in some ways, is the Bail Project, if you want to look them up, because the bail system in this country is a lot bit jacked up. Ooh, we have a little podcast card here. Listen to the podcast. Here Lies Me is a scripted podcast about middle school for teens and adults. If you like TV shows like Pen 15 and Big Mouth or the movie 8th Grade, Here Lies Me is for you. So that's cool. So this month there's artwork. I think these artworks are by different children, I want to say. And I think every box is a different piece of art. I just want to make sure. Okay. So this is one piece. And this is the other. And I think these are really cool. I especially love this one. And those are art prints are created by Harper. Here's what Harper has to say about the prints she selected. I read Malala's autobiography when I was 12 years old, and her story impacted how I view learning. Malala faced unimaginable risks and suffered horrendous consequences, and yet it never deterred her from following her dreams. Dolly Parton is a living legend. She began the Imagination Library here in my home state of Tennessee. I love reading, and I have a feeling that having access to books, plus the excitement over having a new one show up in the mail each month addressed to me, has a lot to do with it. I love that. These are so cool. I love it. There's always a snack. So this is lightly crunchy and plant-based Meiwa sesame sesame chicky, chai spice, sweet and savory nut and seed bark with a hint of spice from Zesty Kitchen. That actually sounds really good. And it says on the back you could put it in yogurt or over salad or just have it as a snack. Like, I wonder if that's good in a salad. I'll have to try that. There is this really cute like post-it, notepad that is art by B, age 7. And it's this like, I think it's 2 lady mermaids. I can't really tell, but there's 2 mermaids and they are in love and it is wonderful. Whatever they identify as, they are wonderful little mermaids in love. And the last but not least thing in here is there's this really pretty zippered pouch. Like, how cool is that pouch? With this really cool artwork. I do love pouches. I use them all the time for all kinds of things. And this is designed by Jasper. Jasper Neitzel is a non-binary 11-year-old from Mankato, Minnesota. That's MN. I think I'm learning my states. They started drawing since they could pick up a crayon. They love to sketch and paint and love to dabble in other creative forms. When not drawing, they love to study the Japanese language and culture, rocks, crystals, and science. They are breaking down social normals and teaching the world around them acceptance. I love this. Oh, and the little notepad says, my name is B. I'm 7 years old and I live near Atlanta. I like visiting my Lola, that's grandma in Tagalog, Tagalog. I'm sure I said that wrong. Eating, doing taekwondo, watching My Little Pony, hugging and reading with my mommy, and painting and drawing with my daddy. I drew 2 mermaids in love, so they got married. We're out of the ocean flying because their tails are secretly magical. I love that. I love that so much. It's so cute. And this month's book is Girlhood by Melissa Febos. And I've heard so many good things about this book. I came up on a lot of the best books of 2021 lists that Naomi and I went through on the podcast. So when I saw that this was going to be the book, I was like, oh, heck yeah. So I'll read you a little bit. A gripping set of essays about the forces that shape girls and the adults they become. A wise and brilliant guide to transforming the self in our society. In her powerful new book, critically acclaimed author Melissa Febos examines the narratives women are told about what it means to be female and what it takes to free oneself from them. When her body began to change at 11 years old, Febos understood immediately that her meaning to other people had changed with it. By her teens, she defined herself based on those perceptions and by the romantic relationships she threw herself into headlong. Over time, Febos increasingly questioned the stories she had been told about herself and the habits and defenses she'd developed over the years of trying to meet others' expectations. The values she and so many other women had learned in girlhood did not prioritize their personal safety, happiness, or freedom, and she set out to reframe those values and beliefs. Blending investigative reporting, memoir, and scholarship, Febos charts how she and others like her have reimagined relationships and made room for the anger, grief, power, and pleasure women have long been taught to deny. Written with her characteristic precision, lyricism, and insight, Girlhood is a philosophical treatise, there we go, an anthem for women, and a searing study of the transitions into and away from girlhood towards a chosen self. I'm so excited for this. So that was my Feminist Book Club box for March. Like I said, I have a rep code. I'll put it down below for you guys if you want to go check it out. I'll pin the link and the rep code in the comments as well, just in case that's easier for you to find. Again, if you like sci-fi and diverse books, please get the April box. I'm not just saying this because I'm an ambassador. I'm saying this because I have a sneak peek of it and it's freaking amazing. And they may have it on the website for everybody to see. If it is, go check it out. They're doing a collaboration with Sister Sci-Fi. And if you don't know Sister Sci-Fi, you need to go check them out. Like, get the April box. Have I made that clear? I think I have. I'm going to get back to reading my sci-fi fantasy, which is not diverse, but it's really good. That is all.
like YouTubes.
See? Why would you say hi? Cool shoes on. Don't you like my shoes? I'm getting tired of being on my eating muse. There's a child screaming behind you. We're back from dinner. Does anybody else just feel like a kid who's been let out of the house for the first time now that the panorama is sort of like winding down after, like, for the 5th time? Because like, I went out and I feel like I was like, wee, give me all the martinis. That's, it feels like I've never been out of doors before. I feel like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to behave. I don't know how loud or quiet to be in public. I don't know what's acceptable anymore. Like, I'm not used to being out in public. Is anybody else feeling that way now? Is it just a me thing? I don't know. But I'm gonna read some more and go to bed and check in with you guys tomorrow. Good morning from my crazy house with the grumpy old man and the little girl who just wants to play. I live in chaos. Welcome to my chaos. Ooh. Mercy, you want to go for a walk? Emmy wants to go for a walk. What are we doing? What are you two doing? What are you two doing? Let me walk them before something happens. I made my way through. I'm almost done with, I think I'm trying to say that. I'm almost done with Sundial by Catriona Ward, and it's getting so good, but I have to go to the post office and mail some stuff. And I kind of want to stop at Home Goods and see if I can find some things to organize. I have this cabinet just like full of towels, like kitchen towels down here. I kind of want to see if I can find something to organize those a little bit better because they're a hot mess. So that's what I'm going to do now. So we'll go to a little Home Goods run, post office. I need to mail some books, giveaway / books to a friend, and who want to give away. Yeah, but this Sundial book is like really weird, and I love it. Like, there's there's just twin sisters, not 2 twin sisters. That would be 4. There's twin sisters, and you're following one of them in the present, and then there's the past where you see them together, and the one in the present has 2 daughters, and like, some people are not right in the head, and or at least it appears that way. I don't trust my narrator. I don't trust anybody in this book, and I kind of love that. I kind of love when I just don't feel like I'm getting the whole story or I'm getting the truth, and like, what do I believe? And I can't wait till it's over. When it's over, I'll tell you guys how I feel like when all secrets have been revealed. Otherwise, I'm gonna go do some shopping and stuff. Not a lot of shopping because I got a lot of bills. I gotta pay some bills. Never mind. Home Goods was closed. So let's go for a walk instead. Who wants to go for a walk? Who wants to go for a walk? The dog want to go for a walk? Well, look at you. You've got your nose all over the camera. Now the camera's all messed up. You want to go for a walk, honey? Yeah, we'll go for a walk. Let's go for a walk. It is actually really nice out today. It's my first time out on the deck, clearly, since winter has started to go away and spring has started to arrive. So listen to how nice it is. It's also her first time on the deck. I don't know if she'll stay on the deck or she'll try to vault over the edge. So we have some book mail that arrived, but the package was all beat up, and it's like one of these ones that like has the fluff inside of it, which is really gonna destroy my allergies. But this is from Naomi, my co-host and friend, and she went to her library book sale recently and picked up a couple books for me. She got The Power by Naomi Alderman, which I'm really excited to read this. It's supposed to be really good. I think there's like some disease that like takes out men or something like that. A new power has emerged that only women have. All the books are like super dusty now because the package exploded, but that's okay. Horizon by Fran Wilde, which I think is book 3 in a series. I guess these are like Nebula Award nominees, if not winners. So I'm excited to kind of see this. See if I can find the first 2 in this. Had some mixed reviews when I looked. It has some mixed reviews when I looked it up on Goodreads, but it sounded kind of cool as a premise, so we'll try it. A winged society faces the threat of an ultimate extinction in the thrilling finale of the award-winning Bone Universe fantasy series. So I need the first 2. I should be able to find those. Naomi, if you were watching one of our podcast episodes, I don't know which one it was, but she got 2. My asthma's gonna be horrible from that. When she got her February book of the month, they sent her 2 copies of this, and they said she'd keep one, so she sent it to me. So now I have a copy of Don't Cry For Me by Daniel Black, which I wanted to read, but like in February I didn't pick it, so because I picked some other things, but now I have it, so I shall read it. And then she also found this beautiful hard copy of book 3 in the Fool trilogy by Robin Hobb. Sorry, Fitz and the Fool. So this is Assassin's Fate, and I do have the whole series, but I don't have them in hardback. I have them in mass market paperback. So this will, look at that dust. Can you see that dust? It's all from the packaging. So I'm going to hopefully find the other 2 in this edition, and if not, whatever. And eventually I have to read this series. So if I like it, I will get the other 2 in hardback. That's kind of how that's going. Otherwise, I'm about to finish Sundial, and this book is crazy. I trust nobody. There's like experiments. There's like weird genetic experiments going on. There's twins. There's horrible marriage. Like, this book is so weird and creepy, and I'm really enjoying it. Hopefully other people will enjoy it too. I think it's really good. And I need to dispose of that package because it's gonna give me an asthma attack. Anyway, let me finish with it. Okay. Messy kitchen. That means that we're cooking. I've got chicken with some lemon and herbs. And then I'm making some penne. I need to clean up the stove. And I threw together a quick sauce with leftover red wine, plum tomatoes, tomato paste, black olives, onion, random herbs and spices from around the kitchen. So hopefully this is okay. I should have started this earlier today and had it cooked down all day, but you know, is what it is. But that should become dinner. And I don't know if I gave you an update or not. I finished Sundial. This thing is so good and so crazy, and my hair looks so weird because I also took a nap. This book is so crazy. And like the weird, and it just sort of ends, and I'm okay with that. If you don't want it to just kind of end, then it might bother you, but it kind of just ends, and you're like, well, do they or don't they? And I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good, and I want to read her other books now. I think she has that like House on Needless Street or Needleless Street, whatever. I think she's got another book out that I'd like to give a try. That I feel like I've heard mixed reviews from people I know about it. Some people loved it, other people did not. But yeah, really excited about that. And otherwise, I'm just gonna read Black Prism. Tomorrow I'm gonna start The Violence on my way to work, and that'll be my work book for a little bit, my driving book, and then we'll see what comes after those two. So The Violence, The Black Prism, and I guess technically The Widow Queen, which I really need to go back to. Will I finish The Widow Queen by the end of March? You'll have to wait and find out. I might not.
I don't know. It might have been the end
Next
of
read.
2020
Coffee.
that I talked about the Publishing So White piece that came out in the New York Times. If I could find that video, I will link it. But basically, they had
Catching up with my girl
piece that came out
Jess
and had like a graph that showed the disparity
before
between white
I go to
authors
work.
and black authors, or
Work.
authors.
Alright, so it's Wednesday. I finished working for the night. I'm about to go get gas. But let me tell you about my day. So, I live about just under an hour from my work. I had just about enough gas to get to the gas station by work, and I was like, I'm going to get gas at work before I go into work. And I left a little early, and I was totally prepared, and I like cleaned out my car a little this morning before I got it. I was feeling great. I was feeling good. Everything was good. And then I get about 10 minutes from the gas station and realize that I don't have my wallet. Because in the clearing out of my car, I took out an extra bag that had my wallet in it from errands yesterday, and that meant I had zero means of paying for gas, and not enough gas to get back home, and didn't have my driver's license, nothing. So I had Jesus send me my driver's license, and I got to work, and I was like, somebody has to help me. And one of my coworkers gave me cash, and I Venmoed her, so I'm gonna go get gas now. But like, I was totally freaking out because I was like, how am I gonna get home? What am I gonna do? What if I get pulled over? What the heck's gonna happen? So like, very stressful start to my day. Very Monday-ish Wednesday. This is what happens when you've been off for a few days, and your Monday starts 2 days after everybody else's. But in reading news, I started The Violence, and this book is really interesting. So The Violence is like some little plaguey thing that starts showing up in the world where people just sort of snap and then have these violent episodes. That's why it's called The Violence. And the author is a survivor of abuse. And so the story is about abuse, domestic violence, and stuff like that. And it's interesting because I can see where this is going. Like where I stopped for today, our main character is in this violent relationship, and she's got 2 daughters, and you can see how that's affecting her daughters as well and some of their choices. But you can see she's going to try to use this plague as a way to get out of her, or get her abusive spouse away from her. So I'm really curious to see how this book plays out and how the author uses all this stuff to talk about domestic violence and abuse and how it affects and touches our lives, etc., etc., etc. So it's really interesting. It sounds weird when I say I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get gas now. I only have a $20 bill, which is in today's economy only gonna buy me like a little bit of gas, but it'll get me home, and that's what matters. And I can get real gas tomorrow. Why? Who said I could adult? I can't adult. I'm not an adult. Good morning. So you can probably hear Mercy crying behind the camera and sniffing. But she's such a funny dog. What was I even saying? So I might be flexed down today for a little bit from work. So we're just gonna sit here in my scrubs and listen to / read Black Prism. And yeah, till I know if I'm going to work or not. Also, I was half asleep this morning and I went in to grab a seltzer and I almost grabbed a spicy seltzer. And could you imagine I accidentally started drinking a spicy seltzer while I was half asleep right before work? What if I didn't notice? I'd be in so much trouble. I need to space out the spicy seltzers and the regular seltzers so I don't make any stupid half asleep mistakes. It's poor planning. Again, who let me be an adult? I need supervision 90% of the time. Lord help me. Guess who is off from work today? At least until 7:30, and then I'm going to be on call. But maybe, just maybe, I can finish a book today. That's the goal. It is 2 o'clock, 2:30. I have this much left of the Black Prism. I'm hoping I can finish it. We're going to see. Also, I got a little bit of book mail. Book depository came through. I took a nap, so I'm like in a really good headspace right now. But my copy of The Books of Jacob by Olga T. I one day will be able to say her name, and I keep practicing, and then every time somebody has me on a camera, I just can't. But love it. I'm excited for this. I love these editions of books because something about them just makes me feel smarter when I'm reading from it. Is that weird? I don't know. But we're going to rock the pigtails. We are in comfies. No more scrubs because we don't want no scrubs.
Scrub is the kind can't get no love from me.
Post-nap Alyssa needs to chill. We are going to get into this. Why do I love giant chunky books so much? I don't know. This intimidated Jesus. Jesus was like, that's like 2,000 pages. And I said, no, it's 890. And yeah. So. Coming to you in a future vlog, The Books of Jacob. Hi. I look a hot mess, but I did it. I finished Black Prism. I'm still on call, so I don't like to go to sleep when I'm on call. I mean, when I'm overnight call, I'll go to sleep. But when it's like just till like the end of the night, I don't like to go to sleep. So I'm gonna listen to more of the violence. But before I do that, I wanted to hop on and just wrap up this beautiful moment. So I gave this 4 stars, mostly because there are some problematic random things that kind of occur throughout. There's like, it's clearly written by a man, because there's these moments with like Karis and stuff where like, there's a lot of male gazing going on, but whatever. Whatever. And then the constant reference to like Kip just being like chubby and fat, and it felt like a lot like I was watching the Goonies or something, and he was gonna suddenly do the truffle shuffle.
First, you gotta do the truffle shuffle. Come on! Do it! Come on! Do it! Cut it out, Mo.
But like he's also, you know, gonna be a hero. So the kid's like this comic relief kind of bumbling, uncoordinated kid that has amazing like powers. Like you can tell that he's gonna like he's like a chosen one kind of character, you know, like he's something special. Like I don't think I'm spoiling anything by saying that, because it's made quite clear from the beginning that like Kip's not like everybody else, but he's definitely like, he's not the kind of character in a fantasy novel that's like well formed. He isn't just like suddenly come into his powers or whatever and like now he's a master. No, like no, he's a hot freaking mess, but he has like the perfect heart, and he cares about Gavin so much because like somebody finally cares about him, and like it's so good. It's so good, and I need the second book because I need to know what's happening, because the way this ends, I'm like, okay, come on. There's so much like duplicity and like just so fast paced, never got bored. Magic system is great. I love that it's like a finite magic system where like you have so much light that you magic that you can cast before you either get sick or you run out of magic and die. And like, it's great. I love the sort of like pagan versus Christian sort of undertones that are going on in it. You've got these 2 different groups. Like one's got these old gods or new gods, and then you've got like the current one singular god that is like the main group of people, and so like and the others are the challengers trying to come in and like change things up. So it's just lots of intrigue, lots of action, kind of funny, very imaginative, really personable and interesting like characters. The characters are fun and easy to connect to, I guess is what I mean by personable, because I'm not like talking to them in real life. And I need book 2. I need book 2. I need book 2. It's about 9:30. I have about 2 hours left to call. I'm gonna listen to some of the violence, and then I'm gonna go to bed, because I got so many Libby Holtz that came in. So many Libby Holtz. But I did get a little bit more book mail. My used copy of Persepolis 2 by Marjane Satrapi. I can't say her name, but I can't say any names. Can we just, this is just a given in this on this channel, is I can't say anybody's name. I can't speak words. But this just came. It's a beautiful condition. I did not spend a lot of money on it. I'm really excited to read book 2. I loved the first one, the first volume, and they sent it with this little like holographic bookmark, which I don't know if you can read, but it says "read between the lines," which I love. So I'm excited. So if you've never read the first one, this is the story of the author's life in the 80s during the revolution in Iran, and she has to flee her country. And I think this is her going back at some point. I'm not sure exactly what the second volume is, but it's a really interesting, powerful, and moving story, at least in the first volume. So I'm assuming the second is going to be similar, and it's the kind of thing that should be in every classroom. It's fantastic. So really excited to have this. If I can get to it this month, I'm going to, but I have stacks of books. So far, it's like, what is it? It's March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And I have Ember in the Ashes, Ghost, Homegoing, The Violence, and the 5th book of Wheel of Time to get to in 13 days. If I can. If I can't, Wheel of Time will cross over, but that's... Why do I do this to myself? I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm gonna contemplate my life decisions another time. Good morning. We're in cleaning mode. I don't know if you can tell from the freaking like babushka on my head. No, it's not a babushka. It's a picture. Anyway, I've been listening to The Violence. It's Friday morning. I'm gonna wrap up this vlog. I've been listening to the Violence on Violence. It's got this great knife on the cover. And I finished, as you saw, I finished The Black Prison last night. So I'm like, let me just finish the Violence while I'm cleaning. How many times can I start the sentence and not finish it? And I'm really not sure how I feel about it at this point. Like, I'm kind of getting a little bored, which is why it's becoming a good cleaning book, because I just kind of don't care. But like, I feel like the story is not really moving forward quickly enough. So now, like, almost all of our characters have the violence now. A large majority of them have had it. There's some stuff going on that feels like, you know, a lot of people who've suffered abuse, a lot of the characters in the story that suffered abuse or what have you, some sort of trauma, are learning to rely on each other and find support, which is great. So like, there is this dialogue about abuse and surviving abuse and finding your self-worth after and all of that I'm really enjoying in general. But at this point, I'm kind of bored. Like, I feel like this book could have been like 100 pages shorter and just a little snappier, and I would be more into it. But I don't know. But I'm probably going to finish that today. If I have final thoughts, I come back and give them to you. Editing Alyssa. I am finishing up the vlog, and I said I would come in if I had final thoughts on The Violence, and I am. I think it was an interesting reflection on victims of domestic abuse and finding strength and finding yourself and value in your life and finding like a family and learning to love and appreciate those who love and appreciate you, I guess, is it as a way of saying it. But the overall narrative was too long. I didn't realize this was like a 500-page book when I started it or something like that. I also went like hard in with my eyebrows today. I didn't realize it was like a 500-page book, and I don't think it needed to be that long. I think it was a little excessively long. So yes, it was good. I kind of gave it like 3 stars. Like, it was fine. I feel like some people are really going to love it. Some people are going to get bored. It's really going to be like middle of the road for me. But yeah, that's what I got. But I feel like unless the ending blows me away, I'm just kind of going to be like, it's fine. I don't know. I feel like last week was a better reading week than this week, but you know, that's how it goes. I've got quite a few things on deck for next week, so maybe next week will be better. I've got lots of cleaning to do. I put us on a weekly chore schedule because the house has been out of control, so hopefully this helps me get the house in better like shape. So if anybody has like cleaning tips and like managing your life tips, because clearly if this vlog has shown you anything this week, it is that I need help adulting. So if anybody's got some great adulting advice they want to give to the almost 40-year-old woman who can't seem to take care of herself, that'd be great. I will wrap this up. So if you enjoyed this week's vlog, please consider subscribing, give this video a like, ring the bell, you know, all that jazz. I will see you guys next week with another vlog. Hopefully this vlog is better. You can hear the dishwasher in the background. I'm just realizing that this is probably a terrible place to be doing this filming, this outro clip, but you know, last week was terrible, so this is already better. Oh, and don't forget to check out the Feminist Book Club box, especially the April box, because that book is gorgeous. It is like gothic sci-fi, but by Black authors. She is beautiful. She is stunning. She is a must. I think you can just get the book. You can get the full box. You can get all kinds of things. The link will be down in the pinned comments. We get it. Stunning, stunning book. I have some unboxings coming for you. I need to do a haul for you. I have so many books that I haven't shown you guys yet, even in these vlogs. And like, there's so much. There's so much. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video, whatever it may be, because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want.
So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me.